Halloween is a day where we celebrate spooky traditions, have a ton of candy, get dressed up and go to a party, and what many might call the spookiest day of the year. Should we as Christians be celebrating this day? First off, I just want to say there is no verse in the Bible that says no Christians will celebrate Halloween, because if they do, they'll be damned. But there's also no verse that says, yo, go celebrate Halloween and have a ton of fun. I think it's important that we as Christians take what the Bible says and apply it to our own life. We call that practical theology. So let's see what the Bible says, and in order to do this, I think we need to break a couple things down. Let's look at the origins of Halloween. There are many theories of where Halloween comes from. One of the most famous, though, is a 2,000-year-old tradition of the Celtics of Ireland. Yes, the Isle of Man itself. What they believed was a celebration of the festival of Summer's End, where on November 1st winter would begin, and they believed that that was the night, 31st of October, that ghosts could roam the earth again. Sound familiar? Well, that's because it is still something that we still believe. There's many other parts that come into it, such as apple bobbing. That was a way for witches to get to know who their future husband would be. There is the jack-o'-lanterns and the dressing up, so that you could hide from the actual ghosts that were around. And then the word Halloween originates actually from the Pope. The Pope made something called Hallows Mass in order to gain traction from pagans, in order to convert them. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Tristan, it's 2020. Why are you bringing up the origins when that's not clearly what we support when we go for Halloween these days? So, what does that mean? Let's look at what it is that we celebrate these days. Take no part in these worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. In 2020, we still take part in certain things. Let's look at what it is in 2020. Let's look at what Halloween takes part in. Halloween is a day where we do trick-or-treating, manipulation. Give me something or I'm gonna hurt you. How about dressing up? That still holds its origins, Let's look at what did the older people do? They get dressed in promiscuous clothing and they go out to seduce one another. They go out to party and get drunk, and they use this day to do something they wouldn't do on other days, something that is wrong. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were three men that were told to bow down in front of a king. The king ordered that the entire city bow down, yet these three refused. They could have said, cool, I'm gonna bow down, but I'm not gonna believe it. But no, they stood, because they said that if they bow down, they would be agreeing to what that king represented. And they wouldn't bow down to anyone besides God. And the king actually liked them, but he threw them into a fiery pit. And that's not the point. The rest is history. The point is that when we celebrate and get dressed and go out with Halloween, we are out there saying, yeah, we stand up for what this truly represents. I just want to bring up one or two more verses, and that is, greater isn't he who is in me than he who is in the world. I think God meant that pretty seriously when he said it. And you don't have to celebrate what the world does. You don't have to move in a contemporary way because the world does it. Another thing I want to say is, do not be conformed to this world and take part in its pleasures. Look, I'm not here to say if you do or do not celebrate Halloween, you're a bad person. I think that's up for you to decide. Should you be celebrating Halloween or not? My name's Tristan Pawson. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and comment what you think about this. And subscribe. Maybe hit that notification bell. My name's Tristan Pawson, and I'm alive for Christ. Christians be celebrating this day.